Hi, welcome to my video on the equation of ellipse in transformational form, part 4. In this video, we're going to talk about the vertices and the co-vertices of an ellipse. The vertices are the endpoints of the major axes. The co-vertices are the endpoints of the minor axes. So in this ellipse here, which is oval, the major axis is horizontal, longer, and the minor axis is the vertical. So the vertices, you call it V1 and V2, are at the endpoints of the horizontal axis, the major axis. And the I'm going to say CO vertices 1 and co vertices 2 are at the endpoints of the minor. And in this graph here, the major axis is the vertical, so this is V1, V2. Vertices are at the end of the major on the vertical, and this one is co-vertex 1 and CO co-vertex 2. Now it don't make any difference which one you call 1 and 2 vertices. It's just that the vertices are at the end point of the major and the co-vertices are at the end point of the minor. Find the vertices and the co-vertices of each. Again, this is an ellipse. You have x squared being y squared with a plus sign. And you have the horizontal, so that's a squared. Right there is 36. So a is 6. And b squared is 9. So b is 3. So if we have a center, the center is opposite of -4 is 4. The opposite of +2 is a -2. So the center is 4, -2. So let's say that's the center. Now, when you do the horizontal stretch, which is the A, you go 6 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you go 6 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So notice 36 is bigger than 9, so the stretch of 6 is bigger than the stretch of 3. So these are the vertices here. And so if you count these, you get that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So x is 10 and y is -2. And right here, we went this way. We went 6 units, so this one is x is -2 and y is -2. So that's the vertices. So the vertices 1 are -2, -2, and vertice 2 is 10, -2. And the co-vertices, let's find those. So the co-vertices are at the end of the minor. So this is the center at -2. So you go 3 up, 1, 2, 3 right to there. And you go 3 down, 1, 2, 3 to there. And so here, the x is 4. So it's a 4 and a 4. So that's -2 going up 3. So that's a 1. And that's a -2 going down 3. So that's -5. So the co-vertices, if you want to go 4, 1, and 4, -5. And to check, if you do the midpoint of the two of these, then this should be the center. So add them up. -2 and 10 is 8 divided by 2 is 4. -2 is the same, so the midpoint y value is -2. And since this is the co-vertices, notice you got a 4 and a 4, so 4 is the midpoint. And halfway between 1 and -5 is, add them up, -4 divided by 2 is -2. So this, the vertices are at the end point of the major. So if we do a picture like this, so you can see that this is the major and this is the minor. So let's do another one. So we have a center of 0, 1. So the center of the ellipse, again this is the ellipse because this is the plus sign. You got x squared, y squared, and you have the a squared is 4, so it ends up to be a is 2. B squared is 25, so b ends up to be 5. So the horizontal stretch is 2, the vertical stretch is 5. So if we take the 1, 0, which is the center, 0, 1 is the center, x is 0, y is 1. So let's mark a few of these off right here. So the horizontal stretch is 2, so we go 2 right, and we go 2 left. And the vertical stretch is 5, so we go 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so right there. And we go 5 down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the ellipse looks like this, because that's the center. And notice that this is vertex 1 and this is vertex 2, because it's at the end point of the major. So this one right here, x is 0, and y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one, x is 0, and y is 1, 2, 3, 4, negative. And the midpoint is the center. So 0, 0, halfway between 0 and 0. 0 is the x coordinate, and halfway between 6 and a negative 4. Add them up is 2. If we add these up, we get 2 divided by 2 is 1, which is the center. And the co-vertices, so we go CO, V, CO, V, so we can call that 1, and we can say that's 2. So this one right here is the center is 0, x is 0, y is 1. So we move over 2 places. So this one is x is 2 and y is 1. And this one right here, x is negative 2 and y is 1. Remember, on a vertical line, the x's stay the same and the y's change. On a horizontal line, the x's change and the y's don't. So halfway between negative 2 and 2 is 0, and 1 is 1. So if you add them up, you get 0 divided by 2 is 0, and add them up, you get 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we have the vertices. V1 is 0, 6. V2 is 0, negative 4. And we got the co-vertices at the end point of the minor, and we can go with negative 2, 1. And co-vertex 2 is 2, 1. I like to draw the picture and put the center in, then I can see it's easier to draw a picture off the ellipse and then pick up the vertices from here, because you can go horizontal stretch left and right, vertical stretch up and down. So remember, the vertices are at the end point of your major, and the co-vertices are at the end point of your minor. So let's do another question. State the equation of the ellipse in transformational form if you have vertices at 0, negative 3, and 0, 3. So the vertices are at the end of 0, 3, which is right there, and 0, 3, 0, negative 3. So here's the vertices. And that means that the vertical axis is the major. The co-vertices are at negative 2, 0. X is negative 2, 0 right here, and 2, 0 right here. So if you draw the ellipse, you have this shape. So if you do the equation, then we get ready. In transformation form equal to 1. So the center is halfway between 0 and 0 is 0. So the x is 0. Okay. So that's just x squared. And the y, so you can see the center halfway between negative 2 and 2 is 0. Halfway between 3 and negative 3 is 0. So the x and the y coordinates are 0. So it's x squared, y squared. And let's see the stretches. So the stretch for A, the vertical is, so that means that B is 2. B is 2 here, stretch. So that's 2 squared. And the, so I better be careful. That's 2 and that's 9. Just better be careful. So the horizontal stretch is the minor, so that's a 4. The vertical stretch is 3, so that's a 9, because you got to square the A and square the B. Okay. So note the vertices are at the end point of your major. So the vertical stretch is 3, so that has to be 3 squared, 9. And this is 2, 2, so that has to be a 4. So the horizontal stretch is 2 squared. Vertical stretch is 3, so it's 3 squared. And let's do another one. The vertices are negative 13. So negative 13 is 10, 11, right there. And negative 13 and 3, so right there. And this one is 5, 3. So 5 going up 3. So that's the end point of the major. Co-vertices are at the end point of the minor. So the x coordinate is negative 4, 1. The x and y coordinate. So co-vertex is negative 4, negative 1. X is negative 4, negative 1 right there. And the other co-vertex is negative 4, 7. So negative 4 is here. So 2, that's a 5 right there. 6, 7. So just got to be careful. That 5 should be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is here. So you move over 4. There it is right there. So if you draw the ellipse, you'll see. Now you get a better picture. Let's see the equation. So the center is halfway between. So we do this and this. So there's the center. So halfway, you can either do this and see that the center is going to be negative 4 and 3. X is negative 4. So the center is negative 4, 3. And if you add these two up, negative 13 and 5 is negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. And 3 plus 3 is 6 divided by 2 is 3. Or if you get the midpoint of these two, you got a negative 4 here. Add up these two, you get a 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the center is, that's negative 4, so this is an x plus 4. And this is the 3, so it's y minus 3. And we do the horizontal stretch. The horizontal stretch, as you can see, is, you mark it out, that's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's it, 81, because it's 9 squared. And the vertical stretch is from 3 up to here. You count them. That's 3 up to 7. That should, right there. Or you're going down. That's a stretch. So that's 4 units. So it's a 16. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go down, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the stretches, that should be a little bit higher right there, because there's a 7 right there. So the ellipse is going a little bit higher. Okay, one more to do. The co-vertex is negative 3, 1 and 7, 1. So negative 3 and 1 is right there. And 7, 1 is, that's 5. 6, 7. 7, 1 is right there. And the vertices are 2. X is 2. Y is negative 7. That's way down here. And it's 2 going up to 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right there. And you can see there's your ellipse. So the center, draw a vertical axis and a horizontal axis, and they both intersect here. So this point right here is x is 2, y is 1. Okay, so we got 2 and 1, so we can fill that in. So the center is 2, so that's an x minus 2. The y is 1, so it's a y minus 1. And the horizontal stretch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a 25. And the vertical stretch is 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 8 is squared is 64. So A is 5. And B is 4. So A is 5. B is 8. Sorry. A is 5. B is 8. Or you can get the distance. The distance, if you think about it, from -3 to 7 is 10 units. So 5 is the stretch. And from -7 up to a 9 is 16 units. So half of that is 8. So you can get the difference in the y values and take a half. You get the difference in the x values and take a half. And there's the equation from the vertices. So again, the vertices are the end point of the major. The co-vertices are at the end point of the minor. So that brings us to the end of this video. If you like my video, click the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. Content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained, which is just one word, Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video was of some help to you. Bye-bye.